Hey Kipsters, welcome to our third lesson on place value. It's Miss T and Miss D here to drop some mad knowledge. Let's look at our first question. My first question says 10 times, these are parentheses, they make a group for us, 10 times 1 10,000, 3,000, and 8 tenths. Alright, it's kind of a complicated problem. We learned how to multiply on the place value chart today. So we always know that our first step is to create our what? You're right, place value chart. When I make my place value chart, I always start in the smallest place value, which is the ones place, followed by the tens place, the hundreds place, the thousands place, the 10,000s place, and I know that I'm multiplying, so that gives me a hint that I'm going to need to maybe make my numbers bigger. So I'm going to throw in the 100,000s place just to be safe. Alright, so I'm going to look inside my parentheses and I see 1 10,000, 3,000, and 8 tenths. So I've got 3 parts of this problem to do. Good thing I have 3 colored markers to do it in. Let's tackle the first part. 1 10,000. Alright. So I'm going to go down to my place value chart and I'm going to draw 1 10,000. Done. Now, I know that I'm multiplying each of these parts by 10. When I multiply by 10 on my place value chart, I know that I'm going to move to the left. And as I do that, my units are getting 10 times bigger. So, 1 times 10,000, 1 10,000 times 10 equals 100,000. That makes sense. So, we tackled the first part. Let's do the second part. My second part says 3,000. So where do you think I should put my 3? In the thousands place. So, 3,000. But now, I'm going to multiply by 10 again. When I multiply by 10, do I move to the right or the left? The left. So, 3,000 times 10 gives me 3 10,000. Makes sense so far. Let's tackle our last part. I have 8 tenths. Now, I'm going to put 8 in the tens place to start. When I multiply by 10, I move to the left. And now I have 8 hundredths. So this makes sense to me because if I had 8 $10 bills and then you gave me 10 times as much, I would have 800 bills. I feel good about that. Now, am I done? It looks pretty, but unfortunately no, we have to keep going because we're missing some place values. So, let me check my answer. We've got 100,000, 3 10,000s. Do I have any thousands? Not anymore, because we moved them over to the 10,000s place when we multiply by 10. So now I have 0 thousands, 800, 0 tens, and 0 ones. So, it's a lot of digits. I should probably write my answer in an easier way to read. So, that's still a really long number. So, good thing we learned today how to use our commas to split up numbers to make them easier to read. I know that I put my comma every 3 digits starting in the ones place. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3. I don't need another comma.
So, Miss Thomas, how would we read that number then? I see that you have the comma separating the 2 parts of the number. So what would be the best way to read it?
Exactly. So I have 130,800.